Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elsa. I am a yoga teacher and a clinical psychologist, and I've been absent from YouTube for a little bit. I've experienced a little bit of a burnout. I have a lot of changes in my life right now, and I didn't know what to talk about. And today, the topic might be a little bit depressing, but this is my personal observation. And this is the topic I see now rising on YouTube. And I want to talk about how YouTube can be harmful for our mental health in ways that we might not even realize sometimes. And I'm talking like first-hand experience as an avid user of YouTube and even as a small creator. So yeah, I just want to share my thoughts. If you're interested, please stick around. I think collectively we can all agree that social media is bad for you. Like this is the sentence that we hear for several years already, and I think nobody can argue that. Well, we can say that social media is good for like business and stuff, but for an average user, social media and especially excessive use of social media is not a good thing. But when we say social media, usually we say things like Instagram or TikTok or I don't know, Facebook, if anybody uses it anymore. But nobody, or at least not to the recent days, nobody mentions YouTube. But this is the platform where everybody goes when they say, oh, I'm doing social media detox. I'm not going to be on social media, but I'm just going to consume YouTube. And this is pretty much like saying, I'm not going to consume like this heavy drug. Instead, I'm going to consume that heavy drug. It doesn't really solve the problem of being addicted to the screens, being addicted to the phone, to the computers. And especially YouTube and the long form content. Long form, it can be even 10 minutes. In this day and age, it's like a very long form, right? And it creates the illusion of doing something productive. Like you're watching a YouTube video of how to glow up, how to achieve your dreams, how to make money, how to save money. You're watching these videos like continuously, and you think you're doing something productive, you think you're learning, but in reality you're just delaying the actual experience of life, the actual experience of learning, the actual experience of doing what YouTube video tells you to. But you justify it because, hey, I'm not just watching the reality TV, I'm watching actually like something useful. Or I confess it's my guilty pleasure, I'm not watching reality TV, but I'm watching psychologists breaking down reality TV characters, what we can learn from them, which is BS. It's still reality TV. It's still, I'm just doing nothing instead of actually doing something, instead of looking into reality and seeing like, hey, you haven't cleaned your apartment in X amount of days. Hey, you didn't do things you were excited to do. So first, I think YouTube gives us an illusion that we are doing something when we actually don't do. And then this illusion, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't research it. I cannot provide any substantial studies, but I'm sharing my experience, and my experience also from the point of me also being a psychologist and a therapist, right? So this illusion of productivity gives you this, hey, I've done something good, like kind of a dopamine hit, and the feeling of tiny achievement with pretty much zero input. While to actually do something, it requires way more effort, and you may feel good. or you may feel like shit, or you may feel just, I don't know, depleted of energy. And so by default, because it's so easy, we just turn to YouTube. I just turn to YouTube. Okay, I'm talking mostly about myself, but I think I'm not a special snowflake, and it's not only my problem. And so we keep ourselves in this loop of illusion of progress while actually just rotting on the couch or in your computer chair, just consuming lives of other people. I'm saying this and like looking back at my behavior, and I think that's disgusting, but it is what it is, you know? And then I think kind of the most, not the most, they're all like not very good things, but a very dangerous thing right now on the internet and on YouTube is that because it's so accessible for everyone to just record and upload the video, like I'm doing this right now, right? Like millions of people every day upload videos on YouTube, that you can find the confirmation of any point of view, doesn't matter what the point of view is. And it creates very lost humans. Like me recently, like, I don't know, maybe 6, 8 months ago, I started being very interested in like financial education, like making sure I earn enough, making sure like I distribute my finances pretty much mindful. And so, of course, in my For You page, I had so many different money content creators telling me, like Dave Ramsey tells you this thing, and then what's that, like Dan Humphrey, I don't know their names, like tells you this thing, and then I'm watching financial audit when people are just like completely messed up, and you get lost in the sea of advice and in a sea of forever FOMO. Like, for example, I recognize that in myself, that like watching Dave Ramsey always telling people, hey, if you don't have a emergency fund, you have to like put everything you can just to make this emergency fund first, like beans and rice, and just like go all in on that, forget about fun, forget about this. And then another person is telling like, hey, no, you have to have some fun, but just mindful. And so I caught myself like denying myself basic, pretty cheap experiences just because I feel like I did not deserve them yet, because I didn't save that amount of money, or like I didn't do that or that. So that brought me in a pretty miserable place not so long ago, to be honest. And then it comes to like everything. You wanna confirm that, I don't know, the dating world is just a mess right now and you'll be forever single, you'll find videos about that. You want to see people being happy, in love, blah, 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 you will find videos of that. And so I don't know, it creates so much dissonance in your head because you don't know which advice to follow, you don't know what path to take, and you end up just doing nothing, just procrastinating, just watching the videos, thinking that you're actually achieving something or you're actually changing something, and you may change your point of view, you think that, but in reality, you're just like lost in the sea of cognitive dissonance. Oh, like couple of days ago, I was like, my head is just like overloaded. I need to do something about it. And the accessibility of very entertaining people. Some people are smart, some people are not so, right? But this creates a false idea, false feeling of community, which, don't get me wrong, like YouTube community is better than the toxic community IRL, definitely. But at the same time, I heard it recently, like no amount of self-help can fulfill your need of community, of human experience. So like, yeah, you may convince yourself that you're actually doing Like, okay, imagine you're not lost in this sea of advice, right? You're not just mindlessly scrolling, but you're actually like stuck with some creator that does very good videos about cool topics, and you're actually following his or her advice. Like, for example, you do wake up early, I don't know, you read the books he or she recommends, blah, blah, blah. But then you form these parasocial relationships that in actuality are not real. And then what happens when you just turn off the screen? What happens when you actually like one-on-one with your thoughts? You understand that you are alone, and the amount of time you might have spent trying to build some relationships, trying to build the community, and it comes with a cost, of course, but like, and you may fail, you might not. Same, like, you may open the video and it's a flop video, or you might open a video and it's like super lightning. Instead of actually trying to bring something physical in your life, something tangible, something real, you just choose the easy path of not going out of your comfort zone, like not going out of your apartment, taking in free entertainment, free community, um, instead of actually building something long lasting. And from this point to the next point is that if something is free, then you're paying with your time. It's the old concept of opportunity cost, right? You could have watched a video, right? And again, bazillion videos a day are uploaded, like, and you feel like maybe you're missing out on, I don't know, your favorite creator dropping a new video, or like this interesting topic or this trending topic. Like, raise your hand if you watched at least dozen Blake Lively scandal videos lately. You feel like missing out on something that is not real, something that is just on the internet. While in reality, fulfilling this FOMO, you're missing out on real life. Like, seasons change, people are moving out, people are living their own lives, and you could have lived your life. You could have experienced something that is not free. It costs money to go out and do something. I mean, there are free things, right? But if you want to do something interesting, or like you want to meet with people, you have to have like a reason to, blah blah blah. So instead of, for example, me, I listen a lot to a lot of Dave Ramsey. I'm like, I cannot go out with a friend of mine for like lunch because I should cook meals only at home, I should save money, blah blah blah, while not realizing that the cost of it is not just the monetary value, it's actual human emotion exchange, deepening connections, blah blah blah. And so, I don't know, YouTube just poisons kind of our brain, same as any media. And we turn to YouTube thinking that, yeah, I'll find the answers on how to, I'll find the guidance. But even if your belief is false, or even if your belief is absurd, you'll find the guidance to deepen this belief instead of actually going out, touching the grass. Like, I'm looking out right now, it's a sunny day, leaves are leafing, I don't know, birds are birding, but instead I'm just, oh no, what I'm gonna do outside? Oh, I'm gonna be tired. Oh, I'm gonna do that. So I don't know. I caught myself in this rabbit hole of, I don't know, just postponing life, and I don't like it. And yeah, touching grass is the answer. Like, actually going out, understanding the problem. If you, just like me, is addicted to your screen, so actually constantly hearing something on the headphones, perhaps switch to audiobooks. um, I don't know how many physical books you bought, but you didn't read. I make myself read 10 pages a day. Even this small amount, I still fail sometimes, but I'm doing that. And honestly, I can spend like 20, 30 minutes on these 10 pages, attention span. But after finishing these 10 pages, I feel so good and so, I don't know, like I gained something way better than I watch like 10 videos on YouTube and I might learn something. I might hear for a thousandth time that exercising is healthy, and then this skincare advice or like this drama explanation. It doesn't bring fulfillment. It's just like, how you understand that you have an addiction problem is that you're doing something just to do something, because not doing it brings you discomfort. Not necessarily doing it brings you joy, but not doing it requires effort. It brings discomfort not to do that. It requires an effort to actually stop doing that. That's a sign of addiction. um, yeah, and I think collectively we need to break it. I don't think I'm helping that recording the video right now, but that's my YouTube channel. That's also right now kind of my source of therapy also. So me talking to the camera, saying this out loud helps me. If it helps one, two, three more people, wow, that's amazing. Let's collectively take it as a sign to go out for at least 10 minutes, do something just for the sake of being a human, living a human experience. Humans are not supposed to live in boxes, always laying down on the couches. We have beautiful bodies that can move. We have eyes that can see all this nature, We have noses to smell this smells. Yeah, I think we should use everything that's given us to nature. That's the video for today. I motivated myself to go out right now. If you are tiny bit motivated, my job is more than done. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe. Bye.